Here we have 15 divided by 2 over 5. Because we're dividing and one of the values is a fraction, this means we're going to have to use a process called KCF, which stands for keep, change, flip. So we're going to keep the first value, change division to multiplication, and flip the second fraction so that the bottom becomes the top and the top becomes the bottom. But before we can even use KCF, we gotta make sure that both of the values we're using are fractions. This 2 over 5 is just fine, but this 15 has got to go. In order to turn this 15 into a fraction, because it's a whole number, we're going to have to put it over 1. So instead of 15, we'll get rid of that and replace it with 15 over 1. Now that everything is a fraction, all we've got to do is use KCF. So 15 over 1, we're going to keep. So in this box down here, again, we'll just write 15 over 1. For this division symbol, we are going to change it to its opposite. So in this box here, we're going to write the multiplication symbol. And finally, this 2 over 5 has to get flipped. And that means the top will become the bottom, and the bottom will become the top. So instead of 2 over 5, here we're going to write 5 over 2. Now that we have a multiplication problem, all we've got to do is multiply the numerators to get the new numerator, and multiply the denominators to get the new denominator. So here we've got 15 times 5. That will give us our new numerator. And in the bottom, we've got 1 times 2. And that will give us our new denominator. In case you can't do 15 times 5 mentally, I always like to have a workspace somewhere. So we'll write 15 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. I'll bring down the 5 and carry the 2. Now we've got 5 times 1, which equals 5. Plus this 2 here will give us 7. So 15 times 5 equals 75. And that is our new numerator. In the bottom, we've just got 1 times 2, which equals 2. Now, this would be our final answer, except for the fact that it's improper. That just means the top is too big for the bottom. To fix this, we just gotta divide 75 by 2. That will give us a mixed number. So let's do that up here. We'll put 75 inside the long division notation, and we'll put 2 outside. Then I like to drop a line between my digits to keep my work nice and neat. So how many times can 2 go into 7 without going over? That would be 3. Because 3 times 2 is 6. I'll write that here under the 7. But when I subtract that, I get 1. And then we need to bring down this 5. So now we're trying to see how many times 2 can go into 15 without going over. Well, that would be 7. Because 7 times 2 is 14. When I subtract that, I get a remainder of 1. So here we have everything we need. 2 goes into 75 37 whole times. So that means 37 is going to be the whole number in our mixed number. our remainder is going to become the new numerator, which is 1. And the divisor is going to stay as our denominator, which is 2. So the final answer is 37 1/2. And we could also say the quotient of 15/1 divided by 2/5 is 37.5. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Math Review.